Title: How CRE Brokers Actually Make Money, the Real Numbers. Most people have a vague idea that real estate brokers make commissions. But commercial real estate? The numbers are completely different, and the structure is way more interesting than people think. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how CRE brokers get paid, what the real splits look like, and why some deals are worth more than others even at the same price. Let's get into it. First, the basics. In commercial real estate, brokers get paid a commission when a deal closes. That commission is a percentage of the total transaction value. For a sale, it's a percentage of the sale price. For a lease, it's calculated differently, and we'll get to that. Unlike residential real estate, there's no fixed commission rate in CRE. Everything is negotiable. But there are market norms, and knowing them is important whether you're a broker or a client. For sales, buying and selling commercial properties, commissions typically run between 1% and 4% of the sale price. The bigger the deal, the lower the percentage. A $50 million office building might trade at 0.75%. A $2 million retail strip center might trade at 4%. Let's make that real. A $5 million industrial building at a 3% commission generates $150,000 in total commission. That sounds great. But that's not what one person takes home. Here's where it gets interesting: the splits. That $150,000 gets split multiple ways. First, it splits between the two brokers, the one representing the buyer and the one representing the seller. That's typically 50-50, so each side gets $75,000. Then each broker splits with their brokerage. If you're a newer broker at a firm, you might be on a 50-50th split with the house. That means your $75,000 becomes $37,500. A senior broker might be on a 70-30th or even 80-20th split. So they keep $52,500 or $60,000 from that same deal. Top producers at big firms can be on 90-10th splits, keeping almost everything. Now let's talk about leases, because this is where most CRE brokers actually spend their time. For leases, commission isn't based on the sale price, it's based on the total lease value. You take the annual rent and multiply it by the number of years. Say a tenant signs a 5-year lease at $50 per square foot for 5,000 square feet. That's $250,000 per year, times 5 years, a total lease value of $1.25 million. Commission rates on leases are typically 3 to 6% of the total lease value, split between the listing broker and the tenant rep broker. At 4%, that's $50,000 total. Split evenly, both brokers get $25,000, then each splits with their firm. Now here's something most people don't realize about commercial real estate. The barrier to entry is low, but the ceiling is extremely high. A junior broker might close 2 or 3 small deals in their first year and make $40,000. But a senior broker working large industrial or office deals in a major market can do $500,000, $1 million, or more in a single year from a handful of transactions. The difference isn't just experience, it's relationships. In CRE, the broker who controls the relationships controls the deal flow. Most major transactions never get publicly marketed. They happen because a broker knows who owns what, who wants to buy, and who's moving before anyone else knows. That's why most successful CRE brokers don't just sell, they spend years building a specific market niche. The industrial broker who knows every warehouse owner in a 30-mile radius. The office tenant rep who knows every lease expiration date for every major company in the market. That knowledge is the product. Here's the one sentence to remember: CRE brokers earn commissions on sales and lease value. Those commissions get split between brokers and their firms, and the real money comes from owning a specific niche and the relationships in it. Subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.